Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream. Today is August the 7th. I'm going to do your just for today in a meditation. I'm brought to you by Hope Through Navigation, and this is our Hood Recovery Services. So let's go ahead and get into it. If you need to reach out to me, please do so at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. All right, let's do our meditation. Okay, it's been one of those days. I am so apologetic about not getting in earlier. However, I believe the service work I was doing was worthwhile. I would do it again and again and again if I had to. All right. This is entitled The Gratitude List. We focus on anything that isn't going our way and ignore all the beauty in our lives. Basic text, page 80. It's easy to be grateful when everything runs smoothly. If we get a raise at work, we're grateful. If we get married, we're grateful. If someone surprises us with a nice present or an unasked favor, we're grateful. But if we get fired, divorced, or disappointed, great gratitude flies out the window. And we find ourselves becoming obsessed with the things that are wrong, even though everything else may be wonderful. This is where we can use a gratitude list. We sit down with a pen and paper and list the people for whom we are grateful. We all have people who supported us through life's upheavals. We list the spiritual assets we have attained. Well, we know we could never make it through our present circumstances without them. Last but not least, we list our recovery itself. Whatever we have that we are grateful for goes on the list. We're sure to find that we have literally hundreds of things in our lives that inspire gratitude. Even those of us who are suffering from an illness or who have lost all material wealth will find blessings of a spiritual nature for which we can be thankful. An awakening of the spirit is the most valuable gift an addict can receive. Just for today, I will write a list of things, both material and spiritual, for which I am grateful. That's a beautiful meditation. And I do believe that gratitude is about perspective. I believe that in everyone's life, in my life for sure, there's all of these beautiful things that are taking place. And mixed in between all of those beautiful things are a bunch of negative things that are taking place. Some of them I have some control over, but the majority of them I have absolutely no control over. And if I can be quite honest, the things that are on my gratitude list, I don't have any control over those either. The majority of them. For instance, my family, my husband and my children that I take care of and that I love and I fellowship with every day. I have absolutely no control over the fact that they came into this world. Their parents do, but I don't. And the fact that they're in my life, I also, in many instances, was just being responsible. Was just being responsible to take care of children that needed to be taken care of. And that feeling of service and love and concern for them moved into a lifestyle of having them with me. So I did control that part of it. But honestly, in order to live up to who I am and be my authentic self, there was no other thing to do. I mean, I definitely wouldn't reject them or abandon them or leave them or any of that. So I don't know if I had a choice about that. I know that I needed to do those things because they're important to me. So the thing that I can control, this is more about the way that I look at things, my perspective about things. My family is going through a really difficult time right now, but do you know there's nothing I can do about our family members' life. There's nothing I can do about when they take their last breath or not. The only thing I can do is position myself to be there and be a vessel of love and hope. That's all. That's all that I can do. So, really, the gratitude list is something that is in my control, isn't it? I have to kind of retract that. It is in my control. As long as I'm being responsible for my perspective. Because those things would happen or not happen with or without me noticing them. I choose. I choose to have the perspective of optimism and to look at the things that are taking place in my life in a positive manner. And when you do that, this sentence here that says, we surely will find, we're sure to find that we have literally hundreds of things in our lives that inspire gratitude. It's true. That inspire gratitude. They're not the gratitude. The gratitude is you, your attitude, but it inspires. These things inspire you to have a spirit of gratitude if you look at them with that mind's eye and that heart's whole of love and gratitude and fill those up and change those over, change your mind over and fill that hole in your heart with love and hope and kindness and positivity. These are the things that people are attracted to. And you can definitely be responsible for that. Oh, I don't want to take too long because it's already late in the day, but to tell you the truth, this one is a no-brainer. I mean, who wants to go through life angry and upset about everything and everybody is the problem and life is horrible? I mean, I can look in the room that I'm sitting right now and I can look at all of the things I want to change about the color scheme. The older I get, the less fond of the color black I become. I want to change the color scheme. I would love to change it to just a hot pink, but my husband probably wouldn't fall for that, right? Right? This fish tank that no longer has any fish, just sucker fish in it. I would love to change that too. Get rid of the whole thing. I'm saying there's things in my immediate space that are eyesores that drive me crazy. But you know what else? When I'm in this space, I'm with you guys. I sit in the same space when I'm at home and I do this podcast and I get excited. And then all of a sudden, nothing that is wrong about my living room even bothers me anymore. The energy that I get from watching my family members walk back and forth past me when I'm doing the podcast and they're looking at me like, oh my gosh, she is passionate about it. I get excited about that. This is gratitude at its best, at its finest, that you can be in a space that's not always okay and say, you know what? Hey, just for today, I'm going to have the spirit of appreciation and gratitude, service, reliability, and responsibility. These are all things that you can decide to do, that I do every day, every day. If you hung out with me for 24 hours, you would say, this lady, whoa, this is a lot. How does she do all this? And you want to know what? It's my relationship with God and my attitude of gratitude. I want that for you today. Make a gratitude list. I'll tell you where my gratitude list is. This is a permanent gratitude list that I know will never change. Even on my worst day, these will be factors that I will always be able to have gratitude for. And I have them in the back of my basic text. And there's 12 of them. So what I want for you to do, I want for you to write a permanent gratitude list. My relationship with God, for one, my family, recovery, those are the top 3. And then put some other things that you've accomplished that you will always be grateful for. You can put your children on there if you're always grateful for them, but sometimes children give us a hard time. So maybe just generally write family on there, right? And then I don't know, your sponsor. You know what I'm grateful for? Sunrises and sunsets. I love to watch them, especially on the beach, right? So those are things that I will always have a spirit of gratitude towards that I can always go to. And it's my go-to when I can't itemize anything. I can't think of anything that I'm grateful for. I can go to that list and be like, oh yeah. Right? It sounds like such a childish strategy to inspire hope. But I want to tell you, even if you don't have a basic text, put it on a piece of notebook paper and put it in your wallet or put it in your purse, put it in your Bible, put it in your Quran, whatever you need to do, wherever you need to put it that you turn to, fold it up and put it there so that you can always know that it's there. Here's another technique. This is something else I do when I'm dealing with notebook paper and notes and things that I write. Like I fold them up. You know, like we used to give love letters away in school. I fold them up, some nice little square, and I write on there, save. And I draw a square box around the word save, and I write the word save in all capital letters. So I know even years down the road, when I run across that piece of paper, or someone, when I'm dead and gone, and someone runs across that piece of paper, she thought this was important enough to save. Let's open this up and see what it was. Or I thought this was important enough to save. Let me open it up and see what it is. And you know what? I never, ever trash those things. When I look at them again, I'm like, yeah, that was a memory worth saving. And eventually what has happened is I've taken them and I put them in a little shoebox that has the word save on it. And I store those little gems away. And when I'm down, I go to that save box. Right? I'm gonna share some more strategies with you because it's giving me so much joy just to share that little technique that I have. Well, my name is Mighty Stream, and I am so grateful to be able to get in here and do the Just for Today for August 7th with you. And I am going to go steadily right on to the spiritual principle of day in a meditation. But I will be talking to you tomorrow.